All right, today we're going to review a low-cost milking machine that we got from Amazon. I know we had a lot of questions because there's good and bad reviews, and honestly, we've been delighted. For around 150 bucks, you can grab one of these machines. For milking goats, it's fantastic. It comes with the pail. It comes with a great lid with a sill so that it can suction and pull the milk. Puts right on. It is pretty easily numbered when you get it. The numbers do wear off, of course, after you use it a time or two. We've used it for about 2 weeks now and haven't had any issues. I know a lot of reviews that I've seen say that these hoses actually break, taking these on and off the pump. We had that happen, but it's not a big deal. Grab a pair of scissors, cut off an inch, and you got a brand new hose, so don't let that deter you. Yeah, so if you lose the numbers or you don't have the numbers on your hoses when you get them, just think number one comes directly from, that's going to produce your suck. So number one goes here, and then number two, no, wait, do I have this wrong? Now I'm going to, no, that's right, number two goes from the machine here, or to the pump. And then number three goes from the suction cups to your container. So it's that easy. Honestly, we'll show you how we use them, but it's that easy to set up. It does come with a small 12-volt power supply adapter and a couple other cleaning supplies, but we're going to take you out to the goats, show you how quick it's done. Now, we're milking 3 goats right now, so it does save probably 20 minutes from hand milking. So we've hand milked before, and it's great. It's a lot of fun, gives you some good muscles. But if you're trying to avoid spending an hour milking your goats in the morning, this is a great way to go. So we're gonna go out to the garage. We gotta come say hi to the little guys first.
I already did.
This is the fun part. Hey, how's it going, Buck?
My vineyard's smart.
Willie? Oh, yeah. Did Merle eat? He didn't eat last night.
Yeah, it's just Willie.
All right, as you can see, the moms are definitely ready to be milked. We milked them a little earlier yesterday, so they are excited to get the milk going. We're actually going to milk Poppy first. Poppy is our Oberhasli, and she produces a good amount of milk every day. So you'll find that once you get your goats trained, you don't even need to lead them into the milk stand because they know where the grain's going to be. So we're going to take her up and show you this little milking machine. Uh-oh, she sees all the babies. Oh, there's her little baby. Almost as big as she is. Do we have a herd coming? Come on.
Not the babies. Not the babies.
It's okay. Come on, Poppy. Come on, Pups. Hey, bud. Oh, watch out, these little dudes. Hey, just for...
It's your video.
No, you video. That's your job. It's okay. You can let her go. She's going to walk right to it. She needs to be milked so bad right now. Come on. Come on, Pops. Come on up. Come here, puppy. Come on. Come here, puppy. There you go, girl. We've got a nice stanchion for him. It's safe. Give some grain. Don't normally have to hook them up at all. Just lock and load. All right, so Lila is my videographer. She's my 9-year-old. She is gonna walk us through this. Okay, so Lila, bring it in here close. So the first thing you need to do, whoo, man, she is tight. You wanna just get a little squirt going. Look at that thing. That's when you know it's been a while. These suckers are just leaking, but I like to give a little squirt, make sure they're ready to go. There's nothing obstructing the milk. And then you just take these 2 suction cups Whoa, turn it on. That's actually probably the only bad review I'd give these, is that connection with the 12-volt power supply sometimes comes loose, but it's not a biggie. These suction cups, even on a big Oberhasli like this, they seem a little small, but it doesn't take long for things to get into place. So just like your babies would, you gotta kind of massage to get this milk started, but once it starts, you'll see that the machine will change just a little bit, the sound, and then that milk just starts to flow. So for those of you who have milked an Oberhasli that has a ton of milk at the beginning of the day, it's not that easy to get your hands around it. So this will fill up. We'll show you how much milk we get from just this one little goat. So Lila's over there. She's gonna grab us some more grain. Poppy's happy for it. And we'll time this. Right now we're into it about 20 seconds. So now we're right about a minute in. I always like to make sure to kind of gently massage the udder here, just to keep the milk flowing. Also, you might, I know this seems weird if you're not a goat milker, but you just want to get in here, make sure that you don't have anything like a really hot udder or any problems. Also, this process helps to keep the milk moving when you're not hand milking. So I get up in there and massage these a little bit throughout the process. I know it seems really weird, but it does help keep that milk flowing. So, all right, just over a minute in, and she's about halfway there. So, all right, we're about 2.5 minutes in, so we're probably pretty close to these puppies drying up. I'm gonna just go in here and check. You never want to leave your goat unattended, because boy, these things could be painful if you could only imagine. But as we're getting to the end here, I really like to take that udder, and if you've hand milked before, you can just actually pull that milk down to kind of finish off the milking job. You can see that this right side is starting to slow down, doesn't have nearly the amount of milk coming out, but as you massage the udder, of course you'll be able to drain every last drop. But as you watch, you can tell when she's dried up on that side. And of course, to avoid harm to the animal, they have added these little stoppers, which work great. It'll stop. That's gonna stop the suction on that one side. This one's gonna continue moving. Really basic idea, but it works. So we're gonna finish off this other side here. And then just like milking, I'll probably go back to the other side and see if I can't get a couple more ounces out of there before we call it good for the day. The suction cup is really good on these puppies, and you can tell it's starting to become uncomfortable for old Poppy. Not too much left there. This one's about done as well. We're about ready to call it good, Poppy. Okay, so if you're done, of course both of these are open. You'll want to turn off your machine and just look at, be very gentle to your animals, because you can tell that's gonna be a little painful. Okay, so Lila's unhooking Poppy, but I wanted to show you why we have Oberhaslis in our herd. Now, as a packer, I'd never just have a pure Oberhasli as a packer. I like to mix their genetics with your Alpine, but with one goat, we get over a half a gallon of milk, which is fantastic. So we're gonna use that to feed the babies. So we're gonna go get a couple more goats. In the meantime, we'll kind of end this video for now, and hopefully you found it useful. But honestly, for the price, 150 bucks, that milker is hands down worth the money. What do you think, Lila? And then you don't have to spray your kids with the milk. So stay tuned. Hopefully we can find some other helpful tips for all of you pack goaters out there. This is Dolly, and we just wanted to hurry and show you this because we hit the capacity of the overflow valve in there. You can hear the different sound. We started to wonder what that was at first, and then noticed that they weren't pulling any milk. So if you have a few animals, you might need to bring something to pour some additional milk into. So we're gonna do that real quick. All right, so the cleanup on this is actually pretty easy. I always have a tendency to just grab these hoses right next to their attachments and they feel like they're just gonna bust, but I just remember if they do bust, I can cut off an inch. The machine even comes with like an extra 5 feet of hose too, so keep your equipment clean, it'll make it last longer. Now, whoa, be careful because there's probably still a little milk in the one. The suction tube though, you'll notice it can actually get a little water in it. Make sure you keep it dry. That way it keeps your machines lasting longer. Now, I know this probably isn't the best way to do it, but hey, I get as hot of water as I can. Out of our pipes here, it's like between 130 and 140. It's hot. It is scorching hot. And then I just turn it down and I run it through these little suction cups and through the pipes here for a minute. Big thing is I don't want any milk going bad inside the pipe. After a week or two, I'll probably do a little bit more thorough cleaning, but as long as the pipes look clear, I feel like I'm good to go for the day. We rinse these out after every single milking. Of course, you can clean as thorough as you want. That's just me for time being. Now, you know the old term, don't cry over spilled milk. We realize that in the goat milking industry because it takes a lot of work to get some milk. Now, I just want to show you what 3 goats will produce in one morning. So we already emptied that while we were out there because we hit the stop there. And then we also have this as well. So this is what we're getting out of 3 goats each morning, which is more than enough to cover our 4 little babies that we're bottle feeding. So we usually have about about a gallon that we freeze every night, save for people in the community that might need it to feed lambs or llamas or whatever it might be, or if we're just done milking and we want to start using our frozen milk, we have that option too. So let's see what we came up with, Lila. We're gonna fill this up to see a gallon. You know we're over a gallon, right? We mark our goat milk in the fridge with X's because we do not drink our goat milk, right, Lila? The kids are always afraid that I'm tricking them. So we have a gallon and a half of milk this morning from these 3 goats. So not bad. So almost 3 gallons a day. If you are using it to eat or make soap or things like that, kind of cool. So if you do need some extra milk, you're around the San Pete Valley area, hit me up. I know where to find it. Until next time, definitely goodbye.
Where's Buck? Buck is already out. Oh.
Come on. Come here. Come on. Come here, Willie. Come here.